All right, the 49ers got back on the practice field today, and they had a new sight that they haven't seen out there since the spring, and that was free safety Jimmie Ward has returned from a hamstring injury to practice for the first time since off-season. Basically, he came off the physically unable to perform list, and the 49ers are going to take it easy with Jimmie, see how his hamstring responds to practice today and Thursday. I would doubt that they play him in Saturday's exhibition at Minnesota, but Kyle Shanahan said that would be the ideal dream to do that, to see how he could work in there.
The expectation to try to get him into Sunday's game?
Of course we would like to, but I have really no expectations for that. We'll see how he looks today. I'm hoping we do a little bit more on Thursday, and I think we'll have a better idea after 2 practices.
But obviously it's a big boost for the defense that has had some injuries on defense, and seen Jaquiski Tartt deal with a rib injury. And they've seen Lorenzo Jerome step up as an undrafted rookie to really put himself in contention not only for a roster spot, but possibly even more playing time in the regular season, although I'm pretty much sure that Jimmie Ward will be the starting free safety come week 1. All right, let's get to the second thing that we learned today here at 49ers headquarters, that they signed another defensive lineman, Sen'Derrick Marks, who comes to them from the Jacksonville Jaguars, where he played under Robert Saleh, the linebackers coach at the time. Saleh now is the Niners defensive coordinator. And we talked to Marks at his locker, and he said, look.
But I mean, my main thing is just basically make it mentally that I don't have any rust. You know, making sure that I can still go, making sure my steps are down pat, and just understanding, you know, what's exactly expected of me in this defense. So, you know, as far as going out, I mean, I've been doing it in the league 8 years, and, you know, in college 4 years, so football ain't changed.
He was out there practicing with a defensive lineman, and also another note on those defensive linemen, they welcome back DeForest Buckner, Ronald Blair, and Aaron Lynch back from injuries. So those guys are getting healthy as the regular season approaches in about 2.5 weeks. Okay, let's get to the third thing that we saw out here at 49ers today, and that's just going over the quarterback situation. Always an issue with the quarterbacks here at the 49ers. Brian Hoyer entrenched as the starter. Kyle Shanahan was asked briefly about Colin Kaepernick because there's a big rally going on in New York for Kaepernick, and Shanahan had to reiterate his stance that, look, when he came aboard and when they considered re-signing Colin, that was not the direction he wanted to go with his offense as well as the direction of the team, but that Colin Kaepernick's social activism was not an aspect of their decision. And the aspect of their decision was they wanted Brian Hoyer, and Kyle Shanahan liked what he saw out of Brian Hoyer in Saturday night's loss to the Broncos, saying that his throws were the correct ones, the right reads, although there was obviously a fumble that was got away from him on a slip. So Hoyer should see more time on Sunday night's game, against the Minnesota Vikings. And no word yet on who will be the number 2 quarterback, whether it will be C.J. Beathard or Matt Barkley. That'll be determined in practice this week. So that's the main stuff going on out of 49ers. Thanks for watching.